It can be unpredictable, painful, and interfere with everyday life, whether that's going to work, spending time with family, or enjoying social activities. We're talking about a migraine. Our guest this morning will help us better understand this neurological disorder and discuss some tools available for migraine sufferers. She's headache specialist, board-certified family physician, and spokesperson for Teva Pharmaceuticals, Dr. Susan Hutchinson. Good morning, doctor.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here. Doctor, let's start with clarifying a migraine versus a headache. Similar, not similar?
Migraine is an actual neurological condition, and it can last from 4 to 72 hours.
Wow.
And in that, typically the person has a moderate to severe headache. It's often described as throbbing, pulsating. It's often worsened with activity. And very often there's nausea. There can be vomiting, sensitivity to light, sensitivity to noise, and it's often unpredictable.
And how common is it, doctor?
It's actually quite common.
Really?
36 million Americans annually, and that's over 10% of the population. And then if you look at women versus men, after puberty, 3 to 1 women get migraines more than men. And I'd like to add too that the attacks can vary from patient to patient, and even within one person, the presentation of the migraine can be different.
You also have suffered from migraines practically your entire life. You know exactly the impact it has.
I know very much the impact migraine can have. And I also hear countless stories from my patients about how migraines affect them. What's interesting is even in between migraine attacks, a patient can be afraid, when is their next attack going to be? And I remember a young woman being so afraid that a migraine was going to ruin her wedding day.
You're kidding.
No.
She's not thinking about the flowers, not even
No.
dress. She's wondering, am I going to have a migraine that day?
So it's a very disabling condition. So it can have impact on a person's work life, social life, family life. So
Everyday life.
yes,
What triggers it, doctor?
there are many triggers. Now, when you look at women in particular, hormones are the most common trigger.
Okay.
Ups and downs in hormones, and that drop in estrogen just before a woman's period is the most common reason for menstrual migraine. And then if you look back, because men get migraines as well, very common triggers would be stress, lack of sleep, disrupted sleep, certain foods, preservatives, additives, weather change, and triggers vary from person to person.
We are going to end this on a high note
Yes.
because there is hope for patients with migraines. So stay right there, doctor, because when we come back, we are going to hear from some migraine sufferers, and we're going to discuss tools and resources. Yes, resources out there to help you get through this.
So there's a slow build, and then it's like, boom, impact. It's like your brain seeping out of your eye sockets.
Welcome back, everyone. We're discussing migraines with headache specialist and board-certified family physician, Dr. Susan Hutchinson, who also suffers from migraines. Now, before the break, we were talking about triggers. We recently asked various migraine sufferers about their migraines. Here's what they had to say.
So my triggers are mostly environmental. Foods, people, stresses. The biggest thing for me is when I drink something that I really want, like a red glass of wine, and I know it's going to come, and I try and talk myself out of it, but it hits head on.
When I start to feel a migraine coming on, I start to feel very sensitive to light, so I turn them down, and I also feel very sensitive to sound, so I often turn on the TV or have people speak quietly.
There's like a tingling sensation that comes. So there's a slow build, and then it's like, boom, impact. It affects every part of your head. There's no, like, and you're tender on either side of your temple, all over your tender.
Doctor, there are a few examples, and I'm sure you've heard this many times before.
I hear it every day in my office. And in fact, as a migraine sufferer, I've had these kind of experiences. And I remember several years ago, I was in my practice seeing a patient. All of a sudden, this throbbing, pounding headache of migraine came on.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. All of a sudden, a wave of nausea came on.
Ah.
I actually had to excuse myself, leave the room.
Oh, my goodness.
I had to vomit,
Oh, my God.
clean myself up, and come back. So yes, I know firsthand just how disruptive migraine can have, whether it be your work life, personal life, family life.
Let's talk about some things that people can do to help deal with this. Is it something in terms of maybe keeping a journal and finding out when you had a trigger? Does that help?
Yes, absolutely. I think every migraine sufferer should keep a diary or journal. It can be very helpful looking at patterns. For example, a woman might notice that every time it's her period, boom, she has a migraine.
There you go.
Other people might notice, gosh, they finally get to sleep in on the weekend and they have a letdown migraine. So yes, and that diary or journal can be very helpful to take with you to your healthcare provider.
I'm curious to ask, is there a cure?
Oh, I wish there was.
There isn't.
No, unfortunately, there is no cure. We're still understanding completely what causes migraine.
Is it genetic?
Yes.
It is
We think in most cases people inherit a genetic predisposition for migraine.
Okay, so no cure, but we're going to stick to the hope here. Lifestyle changes, maybe that can help?
Lifestyle changes that can help would be, and I know for me personally, exercise is critical, and for many of my migraine sufferers that are in my practice, limiting alcohol,
Really?
caffeine in some cases. I think sleep is critical. Looking at your diet. For some people, there might be certain foods, triggers. So yes, I think looking at lifestyle can be very impactful.
And are there tools and resources out there for maybe migraine sufferers that would like more information or to learn more?
Absolutely. In fact, as a migraine sufferer and a headache specialist, I'm very pleased to now be working with Teva Pharmaceuticals. And one of the resources is a new website called moretomigraine.com. They'll find information about migraine characteristics, migraine triggers, and my tips on understanding more about migraines. And in addition, there can be a lot of good information women can learn, as well as men, and then that can be very impactful when they go to their own healthcare provider to get the help they need.
And I do want to note, and I always do, that no matter what, see a doctor first before you decide to do anything.
Absolutely.
Okay. So doctor, for our viewers out there who may be suffering from migraines or may know someone, what is the message here today?
For me, the message is to tell them, don't give up hope. There's some wonderful resources like the moretomigraine.com. Empower yourself, learn more about migraine, and then go and see your healthcare provider.
And I want you to say the website one more time.
Moretomigraine.com.
Thank you so much for your time. Great information.
Thank you.
And for more information on managing your migraine, again, that's the website. She just said it, moretomigraine.com. Great info there. And visit our website, thebalancingact.com.